Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Basketball Report, the best basketball podcast in Africa, also if only. And today we're continuing with our, just preview of all the teams going into this upcoming NBA season. And today we're doing the Cleveland Cavaliers. Any opinions on the Cavs?
Okay. This team is almost irrelevant, in my opinion. We know they have a lot of centers. But
They
yeah,
got rid of a bunch of
yeah,
them.
they,
It has to be
the
fair.
Drummond is gone, yeah.
And then the Javel.
And yeah, man, anyway, looking at the team, we're gonna be brutally honest. This team is definitely going to be almost lost in the East. I think they, yeah, because what they have Sexton and Kevin Love, who is like 50 years old, and they have Jared Allen, which is a good defender.
No, I like Jared Allen.
I like him, yeah.
Fantastic defender. I think the Nets really messed up letting him go.
Yeah,
But why give Jared Allen an extension when you drafted Evan Mobley?
yeah, that doesn't even make sense.
And that's the same thing. Okay, let's start off by just saying this franchise front office is terrible. They've been terrible for years, and they're continuing to be terrible. When LeBron left, they decided to give an extension to Kevin Love.
No, that doesn't even make sense.
They already got Colin Sexton, which was their main point guard, and then they decided to draft Darius Garland, making him another point guard. And now they did the same thing with Evan Mobley. And look, there's probably a way they can handle this, but it just feels like they always have like a lot of players at one position.
Yeah, it's
They have like 5 point guards or 5 centers, and then no forwards. And obviously, the big elephant in the room is the Kevin Love situation.
Yeah.
They need to get rid of.
Are they
Kevin
gonna
Love.
buy him out? I don't know. There's rumors we've heard Kevin Love leaving the Cavs, but I think that's a step in the right direction, getting him out of the way first.
As soon as they get that money off of their books, they
You can start looking at the team. Larry Nance also. I don't know what this guy does on the team.
He dunks.
He dunks, and he didn't win a dunk championship, so doesn't really make sense. They don't have any scoring. We're talking about big scorers here, 30 points per game, 25 points per game. They don't have it.
I think Sexton has potential
Yeah, he
to
has
maybe
it.
be good. I mean, look, Sexton is solid. This team started off last season very good. And everyone was hyping them up, and it's the
Classic.
Cavs. But I think the same thing's gonna happen this season. The hype's gonna be there, and just on that scoring, they also let Kevin Porter go. And Kevin Porter, I'm not saying Kevin Porter is a fantastic player, but just look at the numbers Kevin Porter Jr. is putting up at the Houston Rockets. They could add him now. He's definitely an upgrade from Cedi Osman. I don't know why Cedi Osman is still on his roster. I don't know.
Sounds like Kevin Love, the same situation.
Yeah.
Why?
They've got dead weight on his roster. Acquiring Ricky Rubio as well, it doesn't work when you already have Garland and Sexton. It just doesn't work. You want to develop your young players because you want to work towards the future.
No.
I like Ricky Rubio. I think Ricky Rubio is a fantastic playmaker and a great ball facilitator. And I really do. I mean, when this guy puts on a Spain shirt, he's a whole different breed. When he puts on a Spain shirt, he turns into prime Steve Nash. But on this roster, on this situation, he's just dead weight.
Yeah.
They've got good youngsters, but for me, the team is just messy.
Yeah, it's just like, you don't know what's actually going on. They're just there. They're just another team on the East. And, last season they were 13th in the East. And, yeah.
And I mean, if you look at other teams that had the same record,
Yeah,
their roster were miles ahead.
Yeah. Miles ahead. And,
Much better roster than other teams.
yeah, and, just looking at the team, they're going to have to get rid of Kevin Love. That's one thing. Cedi Osman also, Ricky Rubio also. I would keep Jared Allen for this season and just check what Evan Mobley does. Maybe he has a really good season and you see, okay, we can start this guy and you can trade Jared Allen maybe for assets. Because this team actually just needs to rebuild. I don't know what they're doing. They're just there. There's no improvements. There's also no. They don't. Yeah.
Yeah, they don't get worse, but they also never get better.
Yeah, they're just there, like literally.
When
So,
they got Drummond, I was like, okay, wow, Drummond on this roster, it could work out.
Yeah.
We got Jared Allen. But the thing is, they're getting good players at the wrong positions. If they didn't add Sexton or Garland, I would say yes. I mean, well done on getting Ricky Rubio. I think it could help the team out. The same goes for Evan Mobley. Well done on that pick, getting Evan Mobley. But you've got Jared Allen. You already have that position filled. That's checked. You don't need another player.
And looking, we compared them quickly before we started the video, and defensively great. Blocks.
Yeah, those two players obviously fantastic rim protectors.
Yeah,
very, very.
But the problem is, where's the scoring then? Because we both know, just Jared Allen doesn't shoot.
He's more of a paint scorer. Evan Mobley, I mean, can you develop him into a stretch four? That's the big question. If you can, maybe it could work with Jared Allen.
If you can move him maybe to power forward. Yeah. But the problem is, like I said,
would he be able to shoot?
Yeah, the thing is, we should. They have to see what he does this season, because maybe he can. Yeah, he had what 30% 3-point.
Yeah, in college, something like that. Solid.
Which is solid
for a 7-foot guy. I mean, that's very solid. But
so
that's college.
Also,
this is NBA. We see players who shoot good in college, like Lonzo Ball, and then coming to the NBA and struggling to shoot. I'm not saying this is going to happen to players like Evan Mobley, but we also saw the same with Garland. I think Garland was at Vanderbilt, if I'm not mistaken. But they also shot over 40%, and coming to the NBA, he's struggling. Rookie guards struggle to shoot, and that is the norm in the NBA. So I think for this team, first of all, get rid of the dead weight, develop the young players, and ensure that there's a gradual improvement, because at this stage, this team has been in a rebuild since, I would say, 2018. And they're not getting better. They're not getting worse. But
they must make moves, otherwise, it's not good for the franchise. But yeah.
Final prediction.
Let's quickly go through it. Definitely, I think they're going to tank. Definitely.
Yeah.
Maybe get a good start in the beginning of the season. We see this a lot, actually, quite often. Bad teams getting a good start in the beginning of the season till the main teams get their shit together. So I think definitely bottom 5, even bottom 2. They should, I don't know, maybe they will make some moves. It would be great to see them make some moves, because this team isn't competitive in the East anymore, not even close. Looking at the top 8 teams in the East, they don't have even close to the scoring that some of the teams have, which are as bad as them. So final prediction.
Yeah, I think that's spot on. Bottom 5, if they don't make any moves, if they do manage to get rid of the dead weight players, maybe playing games, but if they make the playoffs, it's going to be a miracle. And I think it's very far away. I think best case scenario, 9 to 11. Realistically, where we would see them would be anything between 11 and 14. I don't think we're going to be the worst in the East.
No, not the worst.
Yeah, I still think like there's other teams who maybe will tank harder. Depending on the situation. Maybe the Pistons go for another year of tanking, maybe not. Maybe the Raptors blow up and then decide to get rid of Siakam.
Well, they do. They decide to blow up.
They decide to blow up and get assets.
But if you look at the team, the people they need to move, they are actually going to blow up.
Yeah.
It's going to look
because
like it.
We're not going to get rid of Kevin Love in a trade, because they've been trying that for seasons. Nobody wants Kevin Love. So buyout is the only option to get rid of him. I think it's going to be a long season. If you're a Cav fan,
good luck.
Yeah, strong.
Okay,
that's about it.
Thanks for watching. Remember to like and away.
Hit that jumper.
Away.